Hey, mic check, 1, 2. Can y'all hear me? All right. Hey, what's up, everybody? Grumpy Geek back at it again, ready to talk some Supergirl with all you beautiful rays of sunshine on this glorious day. Because I missed y'all, and I know y'all miss me. I feel good, you know what I mean? Fall is in the air. All of my shows are getting back into full swing. I mean, it just feels like everything is going great right now at this moment in time. Only thing that can make it better is if Harambe were still here today. So shout out to Harambe and all the other fallen soldiers out here. Let's pour out a little liquor for my mans and go ahead and jump into this review, shall we? With all the uncertainty surrounding Supergirl moving from the CBS to the CW, there were undoubtedly lots of questions coming into the second season of the show. Fans were worried about, whether National City would look different now that the production has shifted from Los Angeles to Vancouver. They were worried that maybe the special effects would take a huge hit, given that the show would have significant budget cuts and all that good stuff. But after the premiere of Season 2's episode titled The Adventures of Supergirl, it appears that fans can rest easy, as the change in the network seems to have had no negative impact on the show at all, in my opinion, really. I mean, the only noteworthy change that has to do with the show moving cities from Los Angeles to Vancouver is the fact that the DEO relocated from its bargain basement cave headquarters to a sleeker, sexier office building in the heart of National City, which I see myself as a positive change. As far as the special effects for the episode go, they were a little bit more conservative with some of the things that they were doing, especially when it came to showcasing Kara and her cousin in flight and while they were saving the city and all that. But the effect-heavy scenes that we did get looked perfectly fine to me, and it actually appeared to me that the CW crew might have been doing a lot better with less. Because I remember a lot of episodes last year in Season 1 for Supergirl when they were on CBS where the fight scenes look really choppy. Some of the aerial fight scenes, they just look really, really corny. Like you could tell that people were hanging off wires and just flipping around in the air and you just couldn't see the wires. I mean, it looked really, really corny, especially compared to some of the stuff that we were seeing on the CW from like Flash and Legends of Tomorrow, which had some great action scenes. You know what I mean? So I just thought that was worth pointing out. As far as the actual content of the episode, beginning with Tyler Hoechlin's Superman, I thought that the former Teen Wolf star nailed his performance as the Man of Steel, to be honest. I mean, I wasn't one of the skeptics who was sitting out here hating on him when the initial set photos came out that had him in the suit. Remember all the memes were going around, hit the gym, bro, oh, blah, 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 blah. Everybody was hating. I wasn't one of them. I was like, man, give him a chance. It's TV, just give it a chance and we'll see what happens. And I wasn't surprised that he was very serviceable in the role. It was a very nostalgic performance, heavily inspired by the Richard Donner Superman movies, and I appreciated each minute of his screen time. Having said that, though, I was quickly reminded how cheesy the Donner version of Superman really is. The bumbling but lovable dork act was something I realized I don't miss with Henry Cavill's portrayal as much as I thought, but at the same time, Tyler's portrayal of Superman showcased a lot of elements that I sorely missed in the DCEU version of Superman as well. Just seeing Superman with confidence, everybody looking up to him for, leadership and advice and things like that, it just made me insanely happy to see that. I feel like Superman is a character that should inspire hope and optimism, and Tyler immediately nails that from his first scene, in my opinion. Hopefully we get more of that in the DCEU once Superman returns from the dead, but we'll just have to wait and see on that. But to me, Tyler's Superman works basically for a lot of the same reasons that Melissa Benoist's Supergirl works. They both have that same warmth and like charisma and charm. They're both great about contrasting their dorky civilian personas with their superhero ones. And the two performances share so many qualities and parallels. They just play very well off of each other. I mean, that's clear when you see them first on screen, that there's a very palpable bond between the two of them. It doesn't feel forced. It feels very organic. Even though he was missing for the whole first season, we only saw like shadows and text messages and all that stuff. It was still very believable in my opinion. And at the same time, they still found a way to leave Supergirl in the spotlight and make sure that she was the biggest selling point of the show. So I really thought that was spectacular how they were able to pull all that together and put it out for the episode. Some other things I liked about the episode, we got to meet Lena Luthor and their future Metallo, John Corbin, who I thought were both very good in their roles. Lena seems to be positioned mainly as this season's replacement for Maxwell Lord. I'm kind of sad to see him go. I hope he shows up here once or twice during the season at some point. It'd be cool. But at this point, it's not sure if she is the main antagonist of the season or not. I was kind of expecting a last-minute reveal that she hired Corbin to stage an attack on her life so she could gain Supergirl and Superman's trust or something like that. But when that didn't happen at the end, I was very intrigued by it, and I was actually happy that the writers didn't tip their hand on that mystery just yet, going forward. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But we also got some pretty good setups for some story arcs coming at us later down the line concerning Mon-El, Cadmus, and the whole Jeremiah Danvers mystery. So there's plenty to keep us busy as the show gets off to a fun start. But just to wrap this all up, in the end, fears that Supergirl might suffer from a transition to CW were immediately put to rest this week, at least for the premiere week, in my opinion. The show's innate charm remains there in full force, and if anything, that charm has only increased now that Kara has finally been joined by Superman. Despite a few missteps in this episode, like the poor handling of Kara and Jimmy, the lack of focus on Mon-El, stuff like that, the new season is off to a very strong start in my opinion, and I can't wait to see what's on the horizon, like I said. But in the end, I give this episode a strong 9 out of 10. And you know how we do, I would love to hear how you guys think. Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe, share, do all that cool shit. If you want to follow me, all the links are down in the description down below. Hit me up. I'm always down to have a good conversation, have a debate, whatever. And I guess I'll see you guys next time. Much love. Peace out.